Harry Styles, 16 minutes past 3. Good afternoon. Look, would you like your politicians to communicate on all platforms? I mean, do you want your MPs rapping on TikTok? I mean, this week I would have just settled for a phone call from any of our 19 Tory MPs. But do you want your local MP to communicate with you on every platform available on social media? The MP for Mid Bedfordshire and the Culture Secretary, Nadine Dorris, has released her own rap video on YouTube and TikTok to promote the government's planned online safety law.
The UK is passing some new legislation to make the internet safer for the younger generation. It's effectively a framework to protect internet users from scams, illegal content and anonymous abusers. It will force big tech to stop their terms being breached and puts in measures to defend free speech. But is it true it will impact freedom of expression? No, we put in legal protections in the 19th section.
Now, the video ends with Miss Dorris dropping her microphone, a mic drop, as they say. Responses on TikTok, can I just say, have been mixed. One person suggesting they found the effort genuinely enjoyable, while another commented simply, good grief. Let's talk to Dr. Laura Higson-Bliss. Dr. Laura is an expert on social media law at the University of Kiel. Doctor, good afternoon to you.
Afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, great pleasure. And I understand you don't use TikTok.
No, I don't. My husband does, though, so I am very much aware of it.
Okay, well, I signed up last week and I haven't done anything yet, so I don't know anything about it either. But how do you react to the video? Because it's on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, and I think it is right that we need to think about how we communicate law in non-traditional ways, such as using social media, although I do question how you can get a very complex, and it is extremely complex, piece of legislation that is currently 225 pages into a 40-second clip, and it to actually be effective and educate.
Right. 40 seconds. I've only got 22 seconds. Maybe I should dig out the full version. It might be even better. Just give us a background on the government's planned online safety law, because it is quite important what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it is. And there is no doubt that there is scope that we know that social media platforms aren't necessarily protecting people online and that we need to do more about that. But what was originally predicted so this started back in 2017, it was going to be about 20 pages long. That's obviously grown tremendously. And its scope now, it's so overly complex, it's arguable whether actually this will do any good whatsoever.
Of course, the problem with this particular video that Nadine has posted is how do you communicate in a way with new audiences? So everyone's trying to find the magic ingredient that can make you go viral on any platform on social media. And the problem is, of course, it's either going to go nowhere or you're going to get it might fly off the handle and become viral, or you could be ridiculed for what you posted. And perhaps in this one, they've got a bit of all three.
Yeah, I think she does, and, hats off to her for doing it. I don't think I would have personally done it. I think the issue is here that the law that she's trying to get across in this particular video, like I said, it's so complex, and even within the video, it's not necessarily highlighting what is actually written in the bill at the moment.
What about the quality of the video? Because it looks like it's been recorded on a mobile phone, which most people do. But Miss Dorris is the government minister for the Department of Culture, Media and Sport, Digital, Media, Sport and Culture. I mean, she could phone up any production company. They'd do a really top job for her.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure whether it's probably been thought through the whole way or whether this was just an ad hoc, let's do a TikTok and see what happens. I would have thought there would have been a bit more stage production involved in it, but clearly that's not the case.
What about the mic drop at the end? Does that help?
I don't think it helps. It makes me laugh, and that was obviously my first instinct when I saw the video this morning, is that I did find it quite funny.
But laugh in a good way, or perhaps not such a good way?
I think it's more laughing at rather than with, perhaps.
That's interesting. And what, I mean, politicians, when they do speak, most of them have been very quiet in the last couple of days for some reason. But when they do speak, today, for example, on Friday, they'll be talking to their constituents. And normally it's by phone or email. Some still use letters, of course. But to get social media right, how do they do it? Because for some people, anyone over 25 using TikTok should be banned.
Yeah, so I think it is a difficult one. I think that's where you need a good team of marketing experts behind you to show you how it works. It is difficult, and like I said, I am one for that we do need to learn to communicate the law in a non-traditional manner that's easy to understand. I'm just not sure whether this video actually does that.
Doctor, good talking to you. Thank you. Wish you well and a good weekend. Dr. Laura Higson-Bliss, expert on social media law at the University of Kiel. Now, it might be that Miss Dorris